Hello guys, good wishes to you all. In this small video, we will discuss one point in passive voice, that is bare infinitive changes into to infinitive in passive voice. In other words, the bare infinitive in active voice turns into to infinitive in passive voice. That is, go in the active voice becomes to go in passive voice. Stand in the active voice becomes to stand in passive voice. Similarly, cross in the active voice becomes to cross in passive voice. We know we use bare infinitive with the verbs make, see, watch, notice, observe, hear, bid, help, have, etc. Bare infinitive in active voice is used in this following pattern. First subject, then make, see, watch, notice, observe, etc. Then person, then bare infinitive or the base form of the verb. When we turn this active sentence of bare infinitive, the bare infinitive becomes to infinitive. I have already given you example. Go becomes to go, cross becomes to cross. The example you see, the teacher made me stand up. Here, stand up is bare infinitive. In passive voice, you see, I was made to stand up. So, stand up turned into to stand up. We saw the students cross the river. In passive voice, the students were seen to cross the river. So, cross changes into to cross. But in case of let, we use bare infinitive both in active and passive voice. For example, they let me speak. I was let speak by them. You find here that a speak bare infinitive in the active voice doesn't change into to infinitive in passive voice in case of let. Other examples I would cite, the teacher let me speak. Here speak is bare infinitive. If we turn this sentence into passive voice, it would be I was let speak. So you see, in case of let, the bare infinitive doesn't change into to infinitive. I heard the boy shout in the class. Its passive voice would be the boy was heard to shout in the class. And here, the bare infinitive shout changed into to shout in passive voice. We saw the children run away. Here, run away is bare infinitive. It changes into to run away in passive voice. I have attached here another photograph of the verbs or how we make the structure of bare infinitive or a sentence pattern having bare infinitive. In this photograph you see that first subject, then make, see, watch, observe, notice, hear, bid, let, feel, etc. Then you have to object. Object is generally a person. Then we use bare infinitive. This bare infinitive or V1 changes into to infinitive in passive voice. I have cited here an example. The teacher made me stand up. Bare infinitive stand up. We saw the children cross the river. The bare infinitive is cross. I heard him shout in the class. The bare infinitive is shout. They observed the meteor fall on the hill. The bare infinitive is fall. Here, stand, cross, hear, shout, fall are the examples of bare infinitive or V1 form, and they change into to infinitive in the passive voice. Generally, students commit mistakes because they forget the fact that bare infinitive changes into to infinitive in passive voice. I hope that this video would come handy to all of you if you learn it by your heart and soul. Never forget it. And finally, if you like this video, then share it and subscribe it to your friends. This video aims at improving your knowledge in English, and this video is not for those who hate English or those who are not interested in learning English. So once again, I would request you, if you like it, if you are really, truly an English learner, then you please like, subscribe and share it to your friends. Thanking you again.